The means is the personnel packages, as you said, how they go out there with the complex packages, obviously Kyle Shanahan at work. But the real answer, is not the means, it's the end. And let me give you what the end is. Just run the football. It's pretty simple. Run the football like the San Francisco 49ers can run the football, especially in the postseason. We saw them play a really close contest in week 3. Who won that? Green Bay, right? So Green Bay feels good about themselves. Late second, field goal. We beat the 49ers. But it was close. And in that game, 2 things stood out. One, they asked Jimmy Garoppolo to keep pace with Aaron Rodgers, potentially the MVP again this season. Jimmy G, he tried to keep pace, fell just a little short, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, versus Aaron Rodgers, 2 touchdowns, no interceptions, but a 113 passer rating. So Aaron Rodgers wins that battle against Jimmy G. Duh. It's a death certificate to ask your quarterback to go out there and keep pace with Aaron Rodgers. That probably won't happen. But under that was the reason why they asked Jimmy Garoppolo to go out there and keep pace with Aaron Rodgers. And this is the end. They ain't run the football. 67 net rushing yards in that game. Wait a minute. The San Francisco 49ers didn't go out there and run for over 100-plus yards? Nope. Well, then guess what? That's also a death certificate for this team. Because look at this statistic right here. The 49ers have a streak in the postseason, 12 straight playoff games with 125 or more rushing yards, including those 3 games over Green Bay that Aaron Rodgers is 0-3 in. So wait a minute. We barely lose to the Green Bay Packers, the great Green Bay Packers, the last couple of years. We barely lose to that team by 2 points, and we ain't run the football. But in the postseason, we've been tilting that football the last few years, especially against the Dallas Cowboys. So now all you have to do, you can come out any personnel package you want, but what you need to understand is that's just the means to the end. Stay committed to the running game. Don't ask Jimmy GQ to go out there and stay pace with Aaron Rodgers. And I think they have a great chance of beating the Packers.
So everything you said is right in philosophy. The problem is the Niners aren't going to be able to execute what they want to execute for this reason. Unlike the Cowboys, the Packers will score. The reason the 49ers didn't have all those rushing attempts was why? Packers start with the ball, instantly get 3 points. 49ers go 5 and out. Packers get the ball back, instantly get 7 points. 49ers go 3 and out. Packers go 3 and out. Jimmy G, interception. Packers, 7 points, 17-0. All of a sudden, Niners, you can no longer do what you want to do, run the ball. Let me let y'all into the film room real quick.
Let's go.
Back when Sel and I would watch film, NFL or college, what you don't do, unlike y'all, the fan, you all get to watch the offense and the defense unfold. When we're just watching the film copy, we are only watching the opposing team's offense. We're not watching we're only watching the opposing team's offense. What's that mean? Breaking that down is,
there you go.
We might wonder, wait, why is this team only passing? Why is this team only passing? When I was an early film watcher, my defensive coordinator would always say, hey, Acho, before every play, check up the scoreboard. Because the scoreboard will tell you why the offense is doing what they're doing. So what the Niners were doing is looking up the scoreboard, and it's 10-0. So they can no longer run the ball. Scoreboard, it's 17-0. They can no longer run the ball. The reason they couldn't run the ball is because the game was out of reach. What we talked about last week, I said, Sel, if the Niners score first against the Cowboys, they'll win because they'll get to do exactly what Marcellus Wiley is saying, which is the Niners' recipe to win, running the ball. But every time Jimmy G looks up and Shanahan looks up and they see 7-0, 14-0, 17-0, all of a sudden you can't do exactly what you want to do. I don't think the Niners are going to have the luxury of running the ball because I think the game might get out of reach early.
Acho, come on over here. Let's go back into the film session room. You bring the chips, okay? Coach be like, no eating in here. You ain't playing. I'm about to grub up. Okay, we're in the film session, and you're like, check the score. I'm going to check the score. And then guess what? Oh, my God, the Green Bay Packers, are they slow starters in postseason football? Remember, we talked about this months ago when I was saying, y'all better watch Aaron Rodgers in the postseason, a little different than in the regular season. What's Aaron Rodgers' overall record in the postseason? 11-9. Now, you hear 11-9, you're like, a winner. Barely. And then you think of Aaron Rodgers, you're like, that's not for him. But you want to know why? Because he's a slow starter in the postseason. A lot of their woes have been blamed on the defense. And the defense has to eat it because they're not collectively better than Aaron Rodgers. They know how this thing is going. Aaron Rodgers is the captain of the ship. But what the defense wants to tell you, and what they probably text me, is like, yo, if Aaron put some points up, we'd be good. Let's talk about that statistic even deeper. In half of those 20 starts, remember he's 11-9, in half of those, the Packers have trailed after the first quarter. Their record, 3-7 in those 10 games. Now, they're 1-7 when they're down by more than 6 points. If you're San Francisco, this is where you go mentally. We just played the number one offense. We just played the number one scoring offense. And we went out there and put them behind the 8 ball. And Aaron Rodgers is not a part of the number one scoring offense. And more importantly, if Aaron Rodgers is who Aaron Rodgers is in the postseason, he probably is going to take some time to warm up. That allows us to stick to that script, allows us to go to the running game, stay committed, and that's the means to the end.
I love that. And you sound great as a coach right now.
Right.
I just don't think in reality that's how this plays out. The issue is Aaron Rodgers is a man on a mission. He's been on a mission before. We all know that.
Okay.
But Aaron Rodgers, we would all take over this Dallas Cowboys offense. Now, we can look at the statistics and say, well, the Cowboys offense is better. But as long as Aaron Rodgers is back there, as long as that man 12 gauge is back there behind center, I am always going to trust Aaron Rodgers in this moment. But here's the bigger issue. The Packers are getting healthier while the Niners are getting hurt.
Facts.
Bakhtiari, starting left tackle for the Packers. He's finally gotten back healthy. He's cleared. Jair Alexander is finally cleared. All-pro cornerback for the Packers a year ago. The Packers are sitting here getting healthy. Randall Cobb, their number 2 wide receiver. He hasn't played in the last 7 weeks. He's cleared. Meanwhile, All-pro linebacker Fred Warner from a year ago messed up his ankle against the Dallas Cowboys. All-pro defensive player of the year candidate Bosa, he messed up his head against the Dallas Cowboys, had a concussion. Now he has been cleared. With that being said, one team's health is trending upward. The other's team is trending downward. You are right from a statistical perspective. Yeah, the Niners can look at enough stats and twist and contort enough Aaron Rodgers negatives to have a reason to say they're going to be in the game.
That's the game.
But if you really look at it from our perspective, I got no dog in the fight. I don't really care who wins, Packers or Niners. Just from my perspective, analyzing the tape, the Niners threw such a good punch against the Cowboys. I just think they're out.
They punched out?
Why? Because, Sal, you got to go from the Bay to Dallas, play on Sunday. You give it your all. Fred Warner gets hurt. Nick Bosa gets hurt. Right. You leave the Bay. You leave the Dallas. You go back to the Bay. Now it's a short week. Now you got to go back to Green Bay to play on Saturday when you just finished playing on Sunday. So now you got to board your plane on Friday, which means you got to stop practice on Wednesday. So your only hard day of practice was Tuesday, maybe Wednesday. I just don't think the Niners have enough juice in the tank. Meanwhile, the Packers just been kicked back chilling. Oh, who we going to play? Oh, we already got some prep for the Niners. Great. We played them week 3. Okay, we good. Who else we going to play? Okay, bet we good. The Packers have been resting up and chilling while the Niners have been fighting for their life.
Yeah, but you know when you got Aaron Rodgers, that old savvy quarterback, and you know when you get up in age and you've been resting, and then somebody say, get up. Take you a little time to get up. Take you a little time to warm up. Take these Packers a little time to put points on the board. Let's have a little fun fact. Let's have a little trivia. Let's go back to the sports bar. I'll take a double. He doesn't drink. Nerd. Okay, so we sitting there, right? I'm pounding them. I'm starting to look at you. I'm like, all right, big dog, here's a fun fact trivia. Which team in the NFL had the fewest first quarter leads this year?
I assume the Green Bay Packers.
Wrong. Damn, you been drinking? What's wrong with you? No, the Jacksonville Jaguars. Come on, dog. I ain't gonna never set you up. I ain't gonna never set you up. Give me another one. This dude over here tripping. But which team was right next to them? 31st.
The Green Bay.
Now the Green Bay Packers. Isn't that kind of weird to you? Like, all right, we get Jacksonville. They ain't gonna win too many games. What Green Bay doing right next to Jacksonville? Bruh, all I'm telling you is, historically, the Green Bay Packers under Aaron Rodgers start slow. And this year, forget historically, presently they score later in ball games. San Francisco, that feeds right into their recipe of success.
It does, but I'm gonna end my first block take with this.
All right.
2014, DeMarco Murray was the NFL rushing leader. Dude was on pace to rush for 2,000 yards. He had a 100-yard game versus every single team. But then he came and he played us. And we were like, look, all them 100-yard games is cute, but you haven't played the Eagles yet. Held them under 100 yards.
I did that.
Next week, 100-yard game, 100-yard game, 100-yard game. He ain't seen us again. He plays us again. Hold him under 100 yards.
Did that.
Why? Because, hey, I like what you did against everybody else, but what have you done against us? The Green Bay Packers are 31st, you just told me, in first quarter leads. But who did they have their biggest first quarter lead versus?
Oh, you got my other stat here.
The San Francisco 49ers.
Martin, I don't need another one. He already know. He know that one. All right.
The San Francisco 49ers.
That's facts.
So I love all these Niner stats of, hey, man, the Green Bay Packers ain't got no first quarter leads. But then all that matters is the Packers saying, yeah, but what do we do against y'all?
Yeah.
Because against y'all, we had our biggest first quarter lead of 10-0. And if Aaron Rodgers gets up 10-0 against the San Francisco 49ers, it's blouses.
Except if I'm in the 49ers film room, yeah, they did that against us, but what did we do to ourselves? Our first opponent is ourselves. We didn't run the football. 67 net yards. See how this circular logic can give you an opportunity to believe in yourself or also doubt yourself. I'm a 49er right now who's thinking we got a chance. Question is, chance. Are they going to win? Hell no. They're going to get spanked. But do they have a great chance of beating the Packers? I think so. Let me end this with this. You into superhero movies? What's your favorite? Who's your favorite superhero?
Black Panther.
Black Panther? Yeah, of course you would. Uncomfortable conversation with a superhero. Okay, look, for me, it's Flash. But people don't, I'm tired of arguing about Flash because I ran track.
Did they make a movie about Flash?
That's the point. I can't argue for Flash because he ain't even got his props yet. So I'm not going to say Flash. But you know what's interesting about the superhero movies? Batman.
Yep.
Batman doesn't have really superpowers. He just got a tool belt with a couple tools, a couple weapons. That's all I got. Iron Man as well, right? And one thing in common between Iron Man and Batman is they're actually just rich. And then this whole I'm a superpower, I'm a superhero, that's sideshow. If you got money, you good. If you got to run a game in football in the postseason, you good. You don't need all that other stuff. Ask Dak. Ask the passing game. Ask the number one scoring offense. Ask the number one offense. All that cute stuff like Superman and them flying and spinning webs and all that, that's cute. Just have a little dough, dog. Be simple. Run the football. If you're Kyle Shanahan, you got more than a chance.
So you're saying being wealthy is a superpower?
It's the best power in this world. I don't know why people don't get that. Sorry, if you're out there broke, you ain't got a chance against us.